A lot of us are anxious and worried about many things. The world seems to be in a constant state of crisis. Evil preys upon the innocent and seeks to distract, terrorize, and destabilize. We need to be aware, informed, and reach out in compassion and prayer to all those affected by these terrible acts of hatred against peace and the lives of innocent people. Jesus speaks to us from the gospel. Martha, Martha, you are anxious and worried about many things. There is need of only one thing. Today, we are all Martha. Jesus says our name twice, in affection, and to interrupt us from our anxiousness and our worry. We cannot lose ourselves in the busyness, distractions, and disunity of this world, because disunity leads us to fear and despair. There is need of only one thing: to sit quietly and listen to the word of Jesus, to recognize and seek the love of God, and to focus our lives on the one thing: unity of mind, heart, and soul in Jesus, the certainty of our salvation, moving ever closer to unity. For unity imparts holiness to the mind, health to the body, and peace to the soul, and to households, and to countries. In short, all the virtue and strength of a nation arises out of its oneness with itself. But division is the cause of discord, fracture, war, and countless ills. If we look at our world, we see division all around us. Divisions of race, divisions of ideology, the division between the wealthy and the poor, division in our countries, our communities. We even see division within our church. As a society, it seems our standards and morality have been derailed, desensitized, and reduced to misguided, misinformed opinions and judgments based upon half-truths, rumors, and absurdities. Division brought about by distrust of authority, feeding off a constant flow of information. News items have become distorted personal views distributed as truth, and a steady flow of cynicism. Almost every day, I see criticism of our Holy Father from both outside and inside our church. It's hard to hear criticism of a man whose love and compassion for people is so Christ-like. Social media has given everyone a voice, but also the ability to speak without responsibility, and everything keeps moving faster and faster. There is an underlying hysteria to the rushing about in despair, shouting about injustice with no clear understanding of what justice really is, demanding control over life and death from a distorted notion of suffering and reality, too quick to condemn, to declare a scapegoat. Many have become reactionary and frightened instead of justified and assured. Peace has been stolen, and we need to help find it. It is easy to become drawn into the despair of the society that surrounds us. That's why Jesus speaks to us. There is need of only one thing. For that one thing enables all good things. That one thing lets us live as authentic human beings, unified in love of God, motivated by compassion, inspired by hope, fed by the Word of God, and certain in our salvation. The world needs us right now. As we sit quietly and listen to Jesus and focus on that one thing, we are changed, we are unified, we are forgiven, we slow ourselves down, and eventually we stop. We just stop. We can't listen if we don't stop. We can't learn if we don't stop. We can stop the division. We can stop the hatred. We can stop the fear, because we will not enter into chaos. We will not succumb to fear and despair. We share the peace of Christ. We will continue to focus on the one thing, the true thing. We will keep our eyes on Jesus and our ears open to his voice, because we have chosen the better part, and it will not be taken away. As we share the Eucharist today, we stop and enter into true communion with him, and we begin to heal the divisions that surround us. We are certain in our salvation. The world looks to us for the peace that it so desperately needs.